Hi, welcome to Scofield Farm. It is the worst time of day to be filming anything. Just got out of the pool, it's super hot, but I wanted to come check my shallots. I want to show you what they look like. That way, if I do decide to harvest them right now or later, you can kind of see what I was talking about. Last year I waited too long to harvest them because I waited 2 years. I forgot about them. The tops died back, totally forgot to harvest them. So they were really crowded, really little. And so this year I saved the largest ones out, planned them out, and they look a lot better spaced to me. I think they're gonna be a better size French Grey Shallot. Don't mind the brightness. It is like 2 o'clock peak sun of the day. So they're more spaced. I did pull the wood chips away, the mulch away, so that it would be easier to be able to harvest them with the soil drying out. And you can see how I have different groupings. So I actually think these are going to be a lot better harvest than last year that was just like, they're self-sowing from forgetting about them the year before. Oh, I gotta show you over here. We have peppers growing. Beautiful corbaci. These are fun. They're long and stringy and sweet, and they seldom make it in the house because my girls love them. This is Jimmy Nardella, which is our favorite sweet red pepper. It's so sweet, so delicious. Ripe, it looks like a spicy pepper, but it's not. I have a giant macaroni starting on there. I've never tasted them. I'm excited to try it out, see how it is. It's hard to see because how bright it is, but the eggplant are blooming, and I always think they're such a beautiful, delicate flower. Okay, so I'm actually going to do a little test harvest. I might wait and do some of this tonight. It's just way too hot to be out here right now. And we get shade from a giant pine tree about 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. So even though that's a hot time of day, the shade makes it feel totally different than the direct sunlight. Let me see if I can kind of see what these are like under here without piercing them. I'm curious, come on. Okay. Get some of the soil side. Oh, I see some. Yeah, I don't know. I still am learning shallots, even though I've done onions and garlic a lot. So I still might be planting them too deep. I think I raised the soil level because this garden bed was so low. So I might have planted them way too deep here. Okay. So I saw a video of one person who had them crowning the soil like I do with my onions. I have grown them so far like I do with my garlic that stay under the ground until I harvest. So I need to do some more research. If you have grown shallots, please let me know in the comments if you like to have them near the surface level like an onion, where you brush back the mulch and soil as they bulb up, or if you have them stay underground like a garlic until you harvest, because as I said, this allium is a newer one to me. We really enjoyed what we got last year, but I know I did it all wrong. These are already a better size than last year was, so I am already definitely encouraged. This is more to enjoy, which is great. Okay, come on. Okay, here we go. This is the first little clump. That is definitely better than last year. Last year, they were tiny, but that's because they were forgotten about. So yeah, look at these. These are definitely usable. These are so expensive at the grocery store. French Grey Shallots. You pay a lot. I've heard some people pay like $40 a pound. So obviously we don't have lots of pounds in here, but we will enjoy this. This is wonderful for like a delicate pasta recipe or with chicken. I think these are pretty good size if you see comparison to my face. I wish I could show you what they looked like last year, but believe me, they were like tiny little slivers that almost didn't seem worth it to peel them and cut them up, even though the flavor was great. So this is definitely more worth it and more what I was hoping to grow. I think I'm going to jump back in the pool and finish this job up when I have that little bit of shade in the garden, because even though I grew up in this climate where it is just triple digits all summer long, I still get overheated. Okay, I'm on my way back out to the garden to finish my shallot harvest. I want to show you, since I'm walking that direction and I'm over here, I want to show you my persimmon tree because I feel like it is doing better. I need to water it more regularly. I need to get it on drip, but take a look at how it is doing. Okay, I like very minorly pruned it this year. I basically cut the part that was leaning over, but I feel like its shape is better even with my non-professional pruning. And look right there, Gotta water it to get these a good size. I love Fuyu persimmons. Okay, it's 5 o'clock and you can see how my garden is shaded. It is all because of that pine tree. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm very thankful. It is this pine tree right here. It's called a gray pine. They are indigenous to our area. They're actually fall hazards and fire hazards, but it gives me a wonderful, like early evening, late afternoon shade for about an hour that makes working in this garden, harvesting and filming a lot easier. The shallots that I harvested earlier today, just gonna put them in here so that it'll be easier to bring inside when I go inside with the rest of the harvest. I also wanted to show you, I just noticed across from the shallots, my first cantaloupe is growing right there. I like to grow it on this cattle panel arch. I know that cantaloupe like to fall when they're ready, but I've not had problems. I've done this quite a few years, so hoping I don't have problems this year. Now, whenever I come out here, I get so distracted by all the things that I need to do in the garden that sometimes I forget to do the thing I came out here to do. So the two things I'm doing, harvesting the shallots, and then I'm gonna harvest some basil. I already harvested kale earlier today to make a kale basil pesto for some pasta tonight. I also want to like caramelize some beets. So that is my thought for a garden type dinner. But we've got to get these done. I don't want to start doing other tasks. These look great. I'm very happy. This is so much better than last year. I mean, what a great size. It makes the ones last year look so hilarious. So far, so good on the harvest. I'm so pleased. It's going to be good for my peppers and my cucumbers and stuff to have these out of the way to make a little more room. But I am really happy with this harvest. Oh, you've got to see this one. This is great. Look at that. I mean, this is a huge one. I need to save that one for planting. These are glorious. Last year was such a disappointing harvest and we still ate them, but I'm telling you, they were like, some of them were smaller than the size of my pinky finger in width. And so this makes me really glad that we tried again and planted them the right way and harvested them at the right time. It shows that you really shouldn't quit after your first time doing something. If it doesn't go right the first time, try again. Oh, these are a little bit harder to get up. I don't think there's any stragglers in there. Look. Let's get the dirt off, but man. Okay, this one, it's a good size. But then it varies in size, but hey, that's not bad. Those are not bad at all. I'm trying to get this up without damaging this flowering Japanese kale. They're like right at the root of it. I thought they would end up totally different seasons, and this kale decided to thrive super late. It's supposed to be like a winter thing. Okay, pretty good. And then there's a bunch more over here. These are smaller. This is more of what I actually imagined they would be like. Not those beautiful big size that I harvested. This versus, I don't know if you can even tell. This, like, see that? I thought they'd all be like this. Most of them are like this. This is my biggest clump. I don't know why I have so many right here, but very hard to get this out. All right, there we go. A little bit more. Oh my. Oh man, something smells good. I think it's a dill. It smells so good. So this was a ton. I mean, it was a ton. Now last year, a lot of mine were like this. They were little, not like these big amounts with it. So goodness, we have a good amount this year. This is such a blessing. So I'm letting this kind of dry out. I am very happy with my harvest of shallots. I'm actually surprisingly happy, satisfied with them, more than I thought. They definitely surpassed my expectation. My garlic was a little smaller than I would hoped, and I kind of knew that because I planted late, but the shallots were definitely bigger. I feel like every single day right now, I'm getting some sort of harvest from the garden, whether it's garlic, kale, shallots, onions, strawberries, lettuce, basil, different herbs like chamomile for tea. It just feels like it's kind of like ramping up more and more and more and more. We get harvests from our garden here in Northern California in the winter. We garden year round, but definitely when we get into the summertime, it feels like it's like a more rapid pace and larger quantities of food, which is really nice. And also it's a lot of work because it's hard to work out here in the heat. It is like sweaty and exhausting. Chickens are eating some of the chard I threw to them that was trying to flower. I love to keep chard growing year round, so I just pick off the flowering heads and give them to my chickens. Aren't the blooming leeks pretty? Ah, oh, they're so beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna harvest this mammoth basil. It's like lettuce leaf basil. It's almost exactly the same. And then I'm also gonna harvest our Emily Italian sweet basil and then put those with the kale in a pasta for pesto pasta. I love to harvest a bunch of basil. This is mammoth basil. It's just like lettuce leaf basil. On these, I will pinch off right above where there's little side shoots, little buds in like the elbows of the leaves. That way it like bushes out and gets thicker and bushier and more productive. So we love to fill our freezer with pesto in the winter. So the bushier that we can make this and the more productive, we will just make tons of pesto and then we freeze it. It's like one of our family's favorite things. This will be great with the kale. Now this basil's smaller, but I will keep harvesting it. Oh my, I think this is like Thai basil that got mixed in with my Emily basil. I have it down there too. So I'll harvest this and try to get it bushier and bushier for the summer. So the basils will be over here, and then I'm going to gather all the shallots and put them in here and go inside to do dinner. That is a pretty beautiful harvest. Oh, I love eating from the garden. Thanks for joining me, and I'm gonna go in for dinner. I'll see you in the next video.